to get into the fall vibes, you know. I'm giving myself very much Normani, Victoria Monet, Scooby-Doo, Eyewitness News at 7. Girl, do I need help? It's a little too late to ask if I needed help. So I took it upon myself to sign my own papers. Hey y'all, it's your girl Kate. And I'm back with another video. Now I have told this story time previously, like when I very first started YouTube. You can go watch that one, but I felt like that one was a little bit outdated. I forgot a bunch of information. I'm better at, you know, production now. If you want to watch it, the original video, I'll leave it down below somewhere in the eye or something like that. But yeah, bye. Anyway, but like I said, we will be doing a story time on the time that I almost got arrested. So if you want to figure out how your girl almost got locked up, keep on watching. All right, so we're gonna get straight into the backstory of the story time. This took place around 4th grade-ish. Yeah, 4th grade, a little bit before I came down here to Florida, if you didn't know. I'm from New Jersey. And I was still in Catholic school. Yes, girl, I went to Catholic school. Up to 4th grade until I came down here and switched to public school. And a little bit of more background. I try not to like point this out, but like to make myself have like seem like I have an excuse for what I did. But I was going through a lot of stuff at that time. Like I said, I'm in the 4th grade, so I had to be like 9-10 years old. I have normal 9-10-year-old stuff going on. Not only that, I was going back and forth through Philly almost every weekend to go see my brother and my mom that was unfortunately in the hospital. So yeah, I was just going through a lot. It was me, my 2 older sisters, my dad, and my aunt helped a lot. So that's a little bit of back, so everything ties together, you know what I'm saying? So to get into the story, I wasn't per se a bad kid at home or a bad student. I just did, you know, regular kid stuff, you know, but it just seemed like, I personally believe, I'm not trying to, you know, it was escalated to make like big production-ish that I was a bad kid, whatever I did at home, because, you know, like I said, we had a lot of stuff going on, so I wasn't a bad kid, just a little bit more backstory. Let's make this an excuse, so don't come for me, anybody. This is just my personal experience, POV of the situation, but I just felt like there was a lot going on. We were always traveling. I stayed in trouble at home. So yeah, I was like, so I'm not finna do my homework.
I'm not gonna study. I'm not gonna even attempt to do any of that because I didn't have time for that, okay?
I don't know if anybody else did that. I'm pretty sure. I feel like I'm kind of like, there's 2 different worlds, but when I went to Catholic school, you always had, if you got a grade lower than a C, you always had a stamp. Like it was like destined, I don't know what the word is, but we're gonna use destined for each teacher. So every teacher had a different stamp, and they would stamp the paper and you have your parents sign it. But like I said, my mom was in Philly and my dad was at, he worked a lot because he worked at the airport tower or whatever. So, and I wasn't finna let my aunt sign the papers, nor my sister, because my older sister, it's always like I got the bad rep as a snitch.
My older sister's a snitch. I'm sorry if you're watching this. You was a snitch.
So I could not let her sign it. And my other sister, y'all know Kavina, she made a couple appearances on my channel. Your girl was just in her own world. Like literally to this day, she's like,
I'm minding my business.
Like she doesn't want any parts of that, whatever. That she plays a part at the end of the story. So remember her, remember Kavina. So there was nobody for, you know, I thought was like sign my papers. So I took it upon myself to sign my own paper.
Period.
Of course, your girl had the rolly backpack back in the day. You wasn't cool if you didn't have a rolly backpack. But each morning I would take it out, or at night or whatever, if I could, whatever I remembered, I would take it out. I was a G. I signed my mom's signature, and I would put it back in my backpack. This went on for some time. All right, let me explain this a little bit. It was a couple of like subjects I learned in my 4th grade class, but the 5th grade class, we switched with them. I don't know if it was every day or every whatever, but I had the 5th grade teacher for science class. I sucked. I still to this day, I am horrible at science. But for some reason, it was just not clicking with me, her in science. Like, at least for my 4th grade teacher, I would pass a little bit of tests, like grammar or something like that, or whatever we were doing. But I still sucked at history for her. Like, the math thing, ugh.
I couldn't tell you what the capital of Missouri is. That
Failed literally all of my science tests. So your girl was signing them, returning them. It was all good until apparently, there's different perspectives of the story. I had no idea they had any, whatever clue of what was going on. I thought I was the biggest finesser of the town, whatever. Said Kavina is 18 months older than me. So she already had both of these teachers. Now she's in the 6th grade and I'm in the 4th grade. So they were already, and it's a small community. Catholic school is like a big, I would say a family. Like, everybody knew everybody, blah, blah, blah. So they knew my mom's signature, because my mom has like a very distinct signature. 5th grade teacher was like iffy about it, but the 4th grade teacher was like, no, they're going through a lot. We're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. So let me tell my part of the story. It was just one day I was chilling in class, chilling with the homies, laughing. We talk about what we doing at recess, blah, 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 blah. And then my 4th grade teacher gonna call me out the classroom. We're in the hallway, and she has this big manila folder. It was thick too, boy. And she was like, I'm sorry, sweetie. I tried. I was on your side, but these are all the tests that you have failed over the last 2 months, and we've already gave your sister a copy, but we're gonna give. These are for my records, da da da. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you, see like what was going on, or like if you needed help or something. Girl, do I need help? It's a little too late to ask if I needed help. I didn't even answer her question. I just started bawling, as I do best. I started bawling my eyes out. I respect her for that. Like, she's so cool for that. Like, I just respected her. Like, she was like not even like no, because like I said, I'm still a kid at this point. So, but like, it's just the sympathy part of it. Like I said, it was no like excuse for me doing what I did. It's just like, I was one of those things where I was just like, I don't have time for this. Like, I have too much to focus on at home. My personal growing up, 9 to 10 years old, I went through a lot growing up. It was just a lot. So I went to the bathroom, got myself together. I went back to the classroom, everybody asked, oh, are you okay, Caitlyn? Da, 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 blah, blah, blah. But I forgot to mention, this all happened because my mom, like I said, me and my sister both went to the same Catholic school at the same time, and we got our report cards at the same time. So my sister brought hers home the first day they released. Of course, she got good, whatever. And when my mom asked, oh, where's mine? I told her I didn't have it. It was in the bottom of my backpack the whole time. I just didn't give it to her because why? It would have said, like, we need to have a one-on-one teacher conference, whatever. It would have showed all D's, all F's, blah, blah, blah. Why? Because I wasn't studying, nor doing the homework. So yeah, so that's what led up to that point. And it was like a whole big thing where I thought I was smart because my 4th grade teacher's name started with a C, like her last name started with a C, and so did my 3rd grade teacher. So I just took a report card for the 3rd grade teacher after like 2 weeks of her asking where's my report card. I gave her the old one. I took it out of the china cabinet and gave it to her. And she's like, I'm so proud of you. And I was telling her that the archdioceses are where the people, I don't know, like I said, I'm kind of foreign to like what happened in public school, like grade school, but there was these people called the archdiocese where they overlooked all the tests, like J tests, I don't know whatever standardized tests or whatever. And yeah, they were in charge of that. And I just said, yeah, they took my report card because I was so smart, so they wanted to like see what I was doing and monitoring and see what they can do for other kids so they can get like me. That was my whole like story, like, and my mom believed it, so. But she kept bugging me about it, so I was like, fine, I was like, here, just take the 3rd grade one, and we're gonna be straight. But then the problem was, it was cool that night, but then apparently she kept looking at it. The next morning, I went into her bathroom to like get ready, you know, had the little hair, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah, I was looking at your paper, Caitlyn, and why does it say so-and-so when you're in so-and-so's class? And I was like, I don't know. And then she's like, you need to tell me what's going on. You need to tell me right now. I was like, Mom, I don't know. So then I went downstairs because at this point, me and my sister started making our own lunch. And then when I went down there, my sister's already over there making her sandwich or whatever. And I'm like,
hey, I'm gonna need your help because Mayday, I'm in trouble.
But like I said, they already gave her the papers like in a manila folder to take home. So like, I was already messed up at this point. So my sister's like,
I don't know what you want me to do. Like, you're in too deep at this point.
I was begging her. I was crying my eyes out. I was like, bruh, you gotta help me. You gotta help me because I'm going down for this. I ended up going down for it anyway. I confessed to my mom everything was going on, like what happened with the report card, but then later that day, the manila folder situation happened, so I was double messed up. And I didn't really get in trouble, not that I'm boosted about, for this situation at home. But I did get disciplined for something I did like a week later. And I don't want to tell the story now because it's a little touchy. And I don't want to like, you know, my living situation. But I did do something dumb like a couple weeks or a week later. It involved me talking mess to my mom over the phone. But that's all we're going to say. I was talking my mess as I usually do. But yeah, I got in trouble. And then it kind of like tied together. Yeah, so they were really disappointing me in that after that, and I feel like that's what I feel like there's pros and cons to the story because I did that, and, you know, it wasn't really a bright thing for me to do. I feel bad about it. I don't know. Like I said, I was still a kid, even like because that was in the 4th grade and I moved down here in the 5th grade. I kind of felt like that was the reason why we moved. So, because I put a bad taste in the private school life. I don't know. That's how I felt personally. But then I figured out years later that was not at all the reason why we moved down here. But that's a story for another day. But yeah, they were very disappointed in me. That's why I feel like I kick butt now in everything. I push myself harder than anybody else. Like, I don't want you to say anything to me because I don't know. Do you get it? I work hard. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that or enjoyed it again. That long-winded story of my craziness of pre-Caitlyn. So yeah, if you like more of these story times or if you have a story time with me, let me know or hit me up privately. You know where else to find me. And yeah, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, watch it again, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace. Two shots of clay, say I'm feeling it.